All right, people. So, not in school, can't do the lab. And so, you already watched the video for part A, which was just dropping it from notch A to calculate the speed. And remember, speed equals distance divided by time. And so, part B, you were supposed to, if we were in school, you would have wrote your own procedure to figure out how the different heights that you can drop it from affect speed. And then you would have done the lab. But since you don't have the lab supplies, I'm going to do it here for you today. And so we have the track, we have the cart, and then there's 3 notches: notch A, notch B, and notch C. And notch C is the lowest. My cats are back there. And so I'm going to drop it 3 times from notch A, 3 times from notch B, and 3 times from notch C. So it's important to do it 3 times because remember, your data is not always accurate, so that way we can kind of find the average there. And so in your lab sheet, there are 3 data tables, one labeled A, one labeled B, and one labeled C. So I'm going to do the lab. I'll tell you for each trial what the time was, and then you just need to record that because you're going to use that to calculate the average speed, and then you'll use that to answer the analysis questions that go along with activity 74. So I'm going to do the lab. Like I said, I'm going to start with notch A, and then I'll tell you for trial 1, for trial 2, for trial 3 what the data point was, and then you need to write that down in the data table underneath time so you can use the distance and time to calculate the average speed. Oh my goodness. So you'll notice from part A was 100 centimeters, and I took that down to 25 centimeters for this one because the lowest release height is probably not going to reach 100 centimeters. So I needed to change that. So that's why that number is different when you go to calculate the speeds for this one. So it might take me a couple times for each of them because it's easier to do it with 2 people than it is with 1. But we're making this work. And so I'm going to record these, I'll tell them out loud, and then I'll repeat them. If you miss one, it's going to come right after that notch is done. So I have my timer, and then, like I said, I'm starting from notch A, which is the highest height. It's the same one that you would have saw in the video for part A. So here we go. So 0.68 for trial 1, 0.68 for trial 1, 0.67 for trial 2, 0.67 for trial 2, 0.61 for trial 3. So again, for notch A, that was 0.68 for trial 1, 0.67 for trial 2, and 0.61 for trial 3. And so now we're going to move to notch B, which is in the middle here. It's a little bit lower, and so that's what we're going with right now. Oops, forgot to hit stop. Third time's a charm here, people. No, it's not. Okay, 0.60 for trial 1, 0.60 for trial 1, 0.68 for trial 2. This is notch B again. So the last data point here for notch B. 0.68 for trial number 3. So again, for trial B, trial 1 was 0.60, trial 2 was 0.68, and trial 3 was 0.68. So now we're on to trial C, which is the lowest one. All right. 0.93 for trial 1 under notch C. 0.83 for trial 2. 0.83 for trial 2. And 0.90 for trial 3. So again, for notch C, that was 0.93 for trial 1, 0.83 for trial 2, and 0.90 for trial 3. So now you're going to do just like you did for part A, and you're going to calculate the average speed, which remember you add up each of the 3 numbers that you got, and you're going to divide by 3 because that's how many numbers you added together, and that will give you the average speed. Okay, and then you're going to use that to answer the analysis question and get that turned in. So hopefully you got all the data recorded. You can always press pause, rewind, whatever, be able to watch it again. You can always message me if you have any questions, if you're not understanding how to calculate speed. But other than that, I miss all of you. I hope you guys are doing well, staying healthy, and don't hesitate to reach out if you need anything from me. I'll see you guys later.